Hi, Christy.
Hey, Roxy.
It's so good to see you.
Great to see you too. Welcome to the global headquarters of Benefit Cosmetics in San Francisco.
Can you see the excitement right now? I'm trying to contain myself. I'm such a huge fan of Benefit, and it's such an iconic brand. I can't wait to learn everything, and of course about your career. And we're going to meet some early career professionals as well today, right?
That's right, that's right.
Okay, so are we going to get going?
Let's do
You
this.
ready? Okay, can we go to the brow pencils
Let's go.
first? It's one of my favorites. So we're gonna start off talking about Benefit's business model. I'm super excited for this. And from the finance team, we have Abigail that's gonna be joining us. So we're ready to get into it. Thank you so much for being here.
Happy to be here.
All right, so here we go, Christy. How did you land here at Benefit, and what attracted you to be in the beauty business?
Well, I've worked in retail and merchandise for a long time, but it was always important for me to be in a feel-good business. You know, one that people want to opt into and engage with a brand. So beauty definitely was inspiring to me from that perspective. But honestly, Benefit's a brand that's so welcoming and engaging and really has unique positioning. So I was excited very specifically to join Benefit within the beauty industry. Mm-hmm. Also LVMH. I mean, it is a group that has so many aspirational brands, really values creativity and innovation, and believes people make the difference. So I was inspired to join the industry of beauty, but more importantly, Benefit and LVMH.
So what surprised you most when you first joined Benefit?
What definitely surprised me the most was the amount of time and precision and detail that goes into development of the products. It can take 4 years for one mascara to get the formula right and every bristle on the brush so that it interacts and is real high performance product. So I thought that was really interesting to see how the art meets the science to make sure that we have incredible product.
Wow, I'm not gonna look at a bottle of mascara the same again. That's so cool to know. And the journey of Benefit is a remarkable one. Back in 1976, I remember those days so well. It started in 1976 and now it's grown into such a global beauty powerhouse. What do you think is the secret to Benefit's success?
Yeah, we are very authentically who we are. We make no apologies for our brand and we stay really true to that. So we actually say we are unapologetically Benefit. So I think the brand in and of itself is one key thing. We also are very consumer centric. We put the consumer at the center of all of our decision making, from what products we're deciding to make to how we connect with them on social media. So that's also key to our success. We also are relentless innovators in product for sure, but also in ways of working. We really think of ourselves as a disruptive, innovative brand. And then last but absolutely not least, we prioritize team. We have the best team and we care very much about the team and the culture here. I mean, so much so we were just recently certified a great place to work, which we're so proud of.
That's so cool.
Really, really cool. So I would absolutely say brand, customer, innovation, and team are things that have really driven our success.
Is that what you would say makes Benefit unique?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think when we think about the unique positioning of Benefit, we have 4 categories of business that are important to us: brows, pores, lashes, and face color. They're not the biggest categories within the makeup business, but we want to own those 4 categories. So that's unique to us. We're also problem solvers. We look to find something that a consumer wants us to solve, and that's how we go about making sure that we're making the best solution to that. We're a 3-axis brand, but not in the traditional sense. We're known for makeup, which is true. We're a large makeup company, but we also do have pore care, which is in skincare. and we also have services. So we do 3 axes of business, just non-traditional to how most companies would be organized. You know, I mentioned services. That is probably the most unique to us. We have over 5,000 brow and beauty experts who are trained around the world to provide services every single day. They have one-on-one interactions with our customers every single day and create true engagement. So I'd say that is really what makes us unique.
So I have to know, what is so important about services at Benefit?
Well, services is really authentic to the roots of the brand. Our founders, Jean and Jane, they were waxing brows in 1976 with the first location. So it's really true to the heritage, and we've been waxing brows ever since and have expanded even beyond brows. So beyond the fact that it's true to the roots of the brand, though, also, it really sets us apart. You know, the 5,000 brow and beauty experts around the world is a competitive advantage that would be difficult for anybody else to replicate.
What do you think is going to be next for Benefit? Like, what are the priorities for the business?
Yeah, we will never stop being very true and authentic to our brand. We won't stop, putting our team and people first. We will continue to innovate and disrupt ourselves even. But if I'm going to call it 2 new things, one is we will have a new look and feel to our stores and brow bars and online that really pays homage to the roots of Benefit from the beginning and feels modern and fresh for what will be years and years to come. We're also going to take connecting to the consumer to a whole new level. We have services, as I've mentioned before, and we are going to make sure that we understand our consumer at an even deeper level through online booking and other platforms so that we can really make a personalized experience for every single customer and client that engages with us wherever they engage.
I am so excited for all future things Benefit. Christy, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak to us about Benefit's business model. And of course, Abigail, thank you so much for being here as well. Coming up next, we're gonna dive more into Benefit's unique brand positioning, and we're gonna learn about what exactly makes the beauty brand so loved, so iconic, and so chic in the business.
Right.
I'm excited because this conversation is going to be all about Benefit, the brand. And joining us in this chat is Jessica. You're an associate manager and packaging engineer at Kendo. So welcome. Thanks for entering the chat room over here. This is going to be a lot of fun. Christy, off camera, I've been talking to you about Benefit the brand, Benefit the brand. You guys just stand out in like no other brand. What do you think is the secret to the success of Benefit the brand?
We are rule breakers, trailblazers.
Yes.
When everyone goes left, we go right. We zig when they zag. When Benefit launched the brow collection in 2016, it was basically a non-existent category. And Benefit just saw an authentic way in. It was rooted in the DNA of the brand, and there was a real consumer need, and exploded the category, and now we're the #1 worldwide brow brand.
That's right. Number 4 and number 5 are my particular colors, if anybody wants to know. But I'm curious, if I were to ask you, what is Benefit's mission? What would you say?
We would say it's to ignite joy. Now, whether that be it puts a smile on your face because the product is so great, or it makes you laugh because the marketing is clever, it's really about those joyful moments. Beauty should really lift us up, not bring us down. And that's how we think about the brand.
Yeah, and how would you say that Benefit shows that in the world?
I would say first and foremost, it comes through our people. We live and breathe the DNA of this brand. Whether you're in Korea or you're here in San Francisco or you're in France, through our people, you really, really feel the spirit of the brand. But we also, explode the personality in all that we do. So exuberant, fun, unexpected, and bold, whether that be in creative packaging or in our pop-up events or anything that we do, we really bring that personality to life.
So I'm curious, because I'm pretty sure that there's tons of things that's thrown your way. How do you know when something is benefit?
When it is the perfect blend of innovation and fun. It's not one without the other. It's the combination that makes benefit. So we are relentless about the innovation, but we show up in such a playful, fun way that it makes it really unique.
Can you give us an example of a product or a launch that truly embodies Benefit's DNA?
This question was for me. It wasn't for you. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
We recently launched the Professional Pore Care. It was rooted in benefit DNA and heritage. We had a primer, the Professional Primer, that was a best-selling primer, but we also saw a real consumer need for a comprehensive solution for pores. So in real benefit fashion, we exploded the category like we did with brows, with innovative, high-performance product that also was in a really fun packaging and a campaign that was also really fun.
This has been such a fun conversation, learning all about Benefit's DNA. Jessica couldn't have done it without you. Also, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. And coming up next, we're going to learn all about Benefit's CSR efforts.
Sounds great.
So in this segment, Christy, we're going to get into all things relating to corporate social responsibility. And we have Yadira here joining us, a supply program trainee at Sephora. Thank you, Yadira. So let's jump right into it. What's Benefit's philosophy when it comes to corporate social responsibility?
And quite simply, it's do the right thing. We want to make the best possible decision we can for people and for the planet. Yeah, as a feel-good beauty brand who ignites joy, we simply have to do that. Do the right thing, make the best decisions. It's not about a marketing message for us, it's about the choices that we make every day.
So how does this philosophy actually get put into action?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion is a big focus for us. As a global beauty brand in nearly 60 countries around the world, we have to be representative of the communities that we're in. So we're very focused on an internal culture of belonging here where everyone can show up as their authentic self. We also have education and training for our leaders and teams around the world. We're also focused on recruitment and development. And beyond our people goals, we want to make sure that when we put out hero products, they too are representative of the communities we are in around the world, as are the marketing materials.
So how does Benefit give back?
Giving back is really part of the culture here, and from the start of the brand. We really think about it like a global vision and mission for everyone. We have a platform in which teams around the world are able to volunteer. We give volunteer days, and that's one organization really thinking about that in totality.
What are some of the key initiatives Benefit is currently involved in?
Bold is Beautiful is a great program that was started in 2015, and in August every year, the proceeds from brow waxes are donated to charities that empower women and girls. That can be through health and wellness, or education, or financial self-sufficiency. And to date, we have raised over $25 million US.
Now, you mentioned doing right for not only just people, but also the planet. So I'm really curious, what steps has Benefit taken to reduce its environmental impact?
Yeah, we've partnered with LVMH to ensure that we are looking at sustainable raw materials. We also have a reduce and remove packaging program. So minimal packaging, nothing in excess, because the best is to not have it at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then when we do, we use post-consumer recycled materials. Beyond our raw materials and our formulas, logistics and operations can be the largest footprint on the earth. So we have a local sourcing program to ensure that we actually minimize the amount of transportation of our raw materials around the world. Beyond that, we have sustainable sourcing partners, and we have an environmental impact audit.
Looking ahead, what are the goals to continue making an impact and drive positive change in the future?
This work will never end. To become a diverse, equitable, inclusive organization, one that gives back and makes the best decisions for the planet, it is a long-term journey. And we have internal goals against all of those. And when we meet those goals, we make new goals. So again, it's a journey just that will never end and be long-term for us.
Yadira, thank you once again for joining us. We really do appreciate it. And Christy, thank you for walking us through Benefit's commitment to CSR, because I do believe that it's very important for brands today to use their platform for good. And since you have an amazing platform, our next segment is all about career tips and advice from you. Are you ready for that?
Yes, sounds good.
I think that we may have saved the best for last. We have the whole crew back together, and Christy, no pressure, but this is your segment, and it's all about career advice and goals that we could set for ourselves. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, the one that you probably get the most is, what would you say to young people who are starting out in their careers, and what skills and qualities do you think are the most important to succeed? Because a lot of people want to be in that CEO bracket of the world.
Yeah. I think the most important thing to me is to find the things that give you energy and be honest with yourself about the things that don't. Because there isn't really a correct, clear path to get there. And I do firmly believe that you will be successful at the things that bring you energy, and it will propel you. And that it's incredibly difficult to be successful at the things that don't give you energy. From a skill set perspective, I mean, of course, there are hard skills that are required for different types of jobs. But I think generally speaking, teamwork, active listening, curiosity, those are the things that I think will drive you to success in the long term.
So is there any advice you would wish you'd received early on in your career?
Trust your gut. It will be right most of the time. And don't worry too much about the small things. They're small.
I like that. Now, there's always different challenges that may arise throughout somebody's journey and path. Everyone having a different one, of course. So what are some of the challenges that you faced, and how do you overcome those times?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for us to sit here and not acknowledge the collective challenge we all faced, which was the global pandemic. And, you know, I think being clear on vision, concise on communicating what that is, and taking on partners as you do that is the path through conflict. The challenges never go away. They just look different over time. And it always really seems to be those same things. Pause, be clear about your actions, concise about communicating that, and don't do it on your own. Take on partners.
Who inspires you and why?
I am so inspired by my team. And we've talked a lot about Benefit today, but it really is a wonderful, diverse group of leaders and team members that are performance-driven, but also come with new thoughts every single day and are all really very supportive of each other. So I'm definitely inspired by my team.
Do you think there's any secrets to being a strong, effective leader such as yourself?
Yeah, I think you have to have clarity of vision, and you have to be able to communicate it simply. No points for confusing anyone. So simple and clear vision. But beyond that, I think it's a lot of things that are in balance. So empowering your teams, but supporting them at the same time. Right? Encouraging feedback, but two-way feedback, giving and receiving feedback. Being an active listener, but also being transparent at the same time. And then perhaps most important is that empathy and strength are not in conflict with each other. And so those two things should live together.
Yeah. What is something that drives you and keeps you going every day?
You know, this ties back to the first answer I gave. It's the work itself. You know, I'm not driven by the next step or where can I go after this. If I have to be really engaged in the work, and I love the work that I do right now.
Looking ahead in the future, how do you hope to continue to learn and grow professionally? Because a lot of us sitting on this couch, we're like, she's the CEO, that's it. That's it. But how do you keep motivated and setting new goals for yourself?
Yeah, I'm really curious by nature. I try to find something that somebody else knows more about than me every single day. So I think learning is an active role that you have to take. I also think take those opportunities when they arise, whether that be development classes or just talking to other leaders or cross-functional partners in different roles, that learning that you can take on for yourself, I think is really critical.
Well, we have had the best time actively listening to all of your responses. Christy, really thank you for sharing your insight and your time today with career advice and all things benefit. We really appreciate you.
Oh, thanks to all of you. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. I'm absolutely thrilled and honored to be a part of this amazing Inside LVMH certificate promotion. It's inspiring to see the next generation of leaders come together to learn about LVMH and the luxury industry. As a sponsor, I'm committed to empowering and supporting these leaders on their journey to success. So let's get ready for a fantastic promotion. Register now at InsideLVMH.com. Good luck to all.
That's a cut.